Hey, welcome back, Modern Fossil.
Yeah, hey.
We're gonna be doing
Oh,
this.
thank God.
Yeah,
Oh,
I fucked up everything with the sound system. I don't know what he was doing.
the fucking headphones tried to kill the chair.
Alright. Like, in the side room, was, like, kind of dark, you know? So, like, the costume is, like, purple, right? The blood totally blended that in. And I, like... What did you do?
I just scraped it so hard.
You scraped, like, the pop filter on the mic?
Yeah.
Oh my God. And like I persuaded my sister it wasn't like right to do something like that. And then like I took my sister to the channeling table. Channeling table.
Yes, I now see you. And you have given us a clear reason for why you don't notice the blood.
You think? Like, thanks, Gramps.
Are you satisfied, Mr. Wright? Alright, I guess not. Very well, you may question the witness.
Like the side room was like kind of dark, you know?
Really? Because I thought it was pretty bright inside that room.
Don't push your subjective opinions into this court. Like, that's right.
Excuse me, but how is my statement any more subjective than Miss Miney's?
You are such a hopeless cuz. Witness, you may feel free to ignore that straight little man. Like, okay.
Can't breathe. Let me out of here.
So, like, the costume is, like, purple. The blood totally blended right in, dude.
You didn't see the blood?
Like, yeah.
But she must have had the gun with her at that time as well.
That's,
Are you going to tell me the next... Are you going to tell me next that you didn't notice the gun either?
I, like, totally didn't. All I was looking at was, like, her face. Continue. I don't like persuading my sister. It was like, fight to do something like that.
And what was your sister, Miss Mimi Miney, like at the time?
Well, she was, like, totally flipped out because she just shot Dr. Gray. But I think, like, she knew. Like, she, like, said she did something really bad. And, like, she said she wanted to go with me to, like, apologize to Miss Morgan.
Did Mimi's spirit really say all that to you?
Like, yeah. And then, like, I took my sister to the channeling chamber.
Was your sister calm by that time?
Like, I guess so. I guess maybe, like, taking her revenge on Dr. Gray, like, made her feel a lot better. I like to feel that better too, Mr. Phoenix Wright. The sooner the better.
She says with her whip at the ready.
And, like, Miss Morgan was the only one in the channeling chamber, you know.
May I ask you one more thing, Miss Miney?
Like, sure.
Is there anything you found strange, unusual, or just out of place?
Something out of place? Huh? Like, what do you mean?
When you...
What did I do?
You said, what do you mean? You said, what do you mean?
I will check it. I will check it. I will check it. I will check it. Okay. What did I say?
You said, what do you mean?
Okay, you're right. Ah!
You didn't have to check. See, look, I'm questioning why you said it. When? When you? Oh, fuck, I'm about to get sprayed. Now I totally forgot what the fuck we're talking about. We're in the side room. I can't even remember what we were talking about.
Okay, let's see, was there anything you found strange, unusual, or just out of place? Something out of place, huh? Like, what do you mean? That was the sentence before.
Like, when? Holy shit.
Jesus Christ!
Holy shit! Like, when do you mean?
Yeah.
Anything out of place when you arrived at the crime. It had to have been when you arrived at the crime scene. Or, no, it's probably were. I'm talking about when you arrived at the channeling chamber, of course. Okay.
What do you think it was, actually?
I think it's actually the middle one. I think.
Yeah. Just give up the Phoenix. Shite! I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. We're going to the crime scene. That's what you were saying?
Yeah. I'm talking about when you were going to the channeling chamber, of course.
Like, no. Nothing's changed.
She answered rather quickly. Now what? Press harder. Think harder! I know you can remember something.
I, like, totally can't.
That's not good enough. You have to explain yourself clearly to this court.
Do you think, Mr. Wright, that whether or not there was something odd on the way to the channeling chamber is all that important?
In fact, I think it's very important. I asked because it is very important. Not that I know where I'm going with this.
Very well. Miss Meanie, if you will, please include a statement about this in your testimony.
Like, I don't get why, but okay. I, like, didn't see anyone on the way to, like, the channeling chamber.
I bet that's not true. Try to remember that time.
Oh, like, I remember. I remember, like, I totally didn't see anyone on the way.
I guess this really is a dead end. Something you finally pull out of a witness is never a dead end, Phoenix. It's no good. I can't find anything wrong. Phoenix, the judge believes this testimony. If you don't find some sort of hitch in her statement, they'll end the trial. I know. We have to give it another shot. It doesn't matter how many times we listen, we can't give up.
Oh, what do you want me to do?
Okay. Okay. Go to the statement that you didn't see anything strange.
This one. Didn't see anyone on the way to the channel.
Okay. Well,
See anyone.
she probably did.
Okay, and then who? Who would she see?
Morgan.
Morgan.
Right? Because wasn't...
Morgan's fainted right now. She's passed out.
Yeah, she would have saw Pearl if she broke the damn urn.
I think she saw Pearl.
She could have saw Pearl. I don't see how that fucking matters at all. Could have saw Pearl. Okay. You say that you didn't see anyone on the way to the channeling chamber. However, that is impossible.
Like, what do you mean?
I'd like to introduce someone to you. This is Miss Morgan Fay's daughter, Pearl Fay.
Interesting. You have a semi-intelligent look on your face. So, what about this child?
It just so happens that at the time of the murder, Pearl was playing in the center garden.
The garden?
Yep. Which means anyone walking through the area would have seen her. So, Miss Miney, what do you have to say to that?
It's a quick and see, she's a bit of an airhead. So she was leading her sister at that time. Do you honestly think she would have noticed a sip of child playing? Preposterous!
It's not preposterous, and I can prove it.
That's sort of foolish.
There's no way someone walking around and along the winding way could not have noticed Pearl.
Because?
Because, fuck. They could not have noticed her because the only way to get there is through the bridge, and she was on the bridge fixing the fucking urn. So the urn. This urn is my proof.
An old cracked clay pot? What is that going to prove?
Do you know why it's cracked? It's because Pearl broke it. That's why.
She broke the urn.
Meow!
Why do I feel like you're about to ruin my beautiful day?
This urn was broken around the time the channeling started. And Pearl was the one who put it back together. While sitting right in the middle of the winding way.
What?
Ah!
Miss Miney. Pearl was there on the winding way at the time. She was hard at work, putting the pieces of the urn back together, you see. If you couldn't see that while you were walking, I'd have to declare you legally blind. I think I have sufficiently proven one thing, Miss Miney. You are a masterful liar and of disguise.
Mr. Right, you need to watch what you say.
What was our last part again?
The one who needs to watch what she says is the witness. So, Miss Miney, tell us the truth.
About what?
About what? About where you really were at the time of the murder, of course.
The witness just testified about that. That's right. I was, like, sleeping at the side room.
Can I really believe her? Was she really sleeping in the side room? Well, for the sake of, progression. There's no way!
I mean progressive.
Your lies in here!
What do you...
The witness says that during the actual murder, she was asleep in the side room. And I say that's not possible because there is clearly a contradiction here.
A contradiction? Where is this contradiction?
It's in the evidence.
Help me, Mia.
I may have overreached on this one. Is there really a contradiction somewhere? Don't worry. You're on the right path, Phoenix. It might be a little hard for you to see the contradiction, but it's there. So just this once, do you want me to help you out? Yeah! Please help me! Ah!
Actually, do they actually help you? I'm actually curious. I haven't chosen this option yet. Oh, okay, well, she actually does tell you what it is.
Well, it might be hard for me to see. I can't just accept her help without thinking it through myself first. Haha, that's the spirit. Give it another try.
Ayo.
Mr. Right, what is your answer?
Okay, time to add another bluff to the pile. The witness says that during the actual murder, she was asleep in the side room. And I say that's not possible because there's clearly a contradiction here.
A contradiction? Where is the contradiction?
What was it again? You want to say in the evidence?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The answer's in the court record.
What?
Planning to throw out another irrelevant piece of evidence?
Very well, the court will see this evidence.
Wait. Mia! I don't know what you plan on showing to the court. I thought you were supposed to give me the answer.
I chose no. Don't give me the answer because I want you to figure it out for yourself.
It. But I can guarantee you the answer is not there. Just this once. I'll lend you a hand. Now rethink your answer. All right, don't you fucking... damn it.
Oh, it is in the testimony just now.
Earlier in your testimony, Miss Miney, you made the following statement.
And, like, Miss Morgan was only one in the channeling chamber, you know.
It's true that at the time, both myself and Miss Hart were not there. We had gone to call the police.
So, like, what does that, like, have to do with anything?
It's very simple. Miss Miney, how did you know that fact?
How?
I can see that Miss Faye was the only person in the channeling chamber. However, someone who was asleep in the side room could not have known that. Which means, Miss Miney, you did in fact go to the channeling chamber. But you didn't go there by way of the winding way. But look at the manor guide map. If one were to go between the side room and the channeling chamber, one would have to use the winding way. Yes, that's right, Your Honor. Which is why I ask you this very important question. Where was the witness at the time of the murder? Miss Miney, please answer the question.
Don't ask a question off of the basis assumption, if you please. Well, I suppose since you've put it out on the table, Mr. Phoenix Wright, you might as well answer the question for us. Where was the witness at the time of the murder?
Now's your chance, Phoenix. Yeah! The only person who could have killed Dr. Gray was Eenie Miney. So now is the time to prove it.
Now then, Mr. Wright, let's hear your answer. Where was the witness when the murder took place?
Oh, fuck. The channeling chamber. I mean, right? She's the only one that could have done it. I'd have been there. Miss Miney was here, of course.
What? But that's the channeling chamber.
Isn't that the crime scene?
Ah!
That's right. Miss Miney was on the scene of the crime. Oh no! That's why is it? Ow!
Mr.
Shit!
Phoenix Wright, have you lost your mind?
Motherfucker!
Yesterday's testimony established that only the victim and the defendant were in the channeling chamber after the channeling started.
On your sparring. Yes, that is correct. Please explain yourself, Mr. Wright.
Simple. Eenie Miney was hiding at the scene of the crime.
I was hiding? Where? Like, where was I hiding?
Behind that motherfucking wall.
It was a screen, but good enough.
Here, of course.
Banana behind the folding screen. Ow!
Don't make me see this again! Recall yesterday's testimony!
There ain't no way anyone was hanging out behind that folding screen.
See, you stupid jerk! Quit being so quick to pin it on me, slime ball!
Now, Miss Miney, one so young as you shouldn't be saying.
Shut it, Gramps! As if you know exactly how old I am!
I'm sorry,
Looks like the pipe's about to burst. Guess I should help it along. The witness was hiding behind the folding screen with the help of this.
She was hiding behind it with the help of...
Yeah.
Whoa, go back. How the fuck did I not notice this before?
looks like there's a bullet hole about 8 inches off the ground. So she was hiding in the fucking box. wait. Miss Miney. How the fuck did I not notice this? I don't know if I ever read that evidence. How were you able to hide yourself at the scene of the crime is very simple. You were hiding inside this box, of course.
That tiny little box? No person could fit in that.
Oh, so you say. Sorry, but your theory has already been disproved. Lotta disproved you when she was hiding from me in it.
But that clothing box was in the side room, right? Which means it has nothing to do with the murder at all. That's right. I was sleeping there, so I should know. That clothing box was there in the side room the whole time.
Mr. Wright, do you think you can prove where the clothing box was at the time of the crime?
Yes, I can with some evidence. In fact, there's a bullet hole that's 8 inches off the ground, the same that matches up to the screen. And now I present the piece of evidence, a piece that I will prove. This clothing box was at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. Ah! Take a look at this clothing box.
You're so stupid. As if there's any sort of evidence in that old thing.
This, what on earth? Ow!
I don't have time for you to sit there surprised. Hurry up and say it already.
There's a hole about 8 inches off the ground.
A hole about 8 inches off the ground. Where have we heard that before? Oh, yeah.
The folding screen. It had to hold it at the same height.
That's right. I hope this has opened your eyes to what happened. At the time of the shooting, the clothing box was sitting behind the holding screen, which is why the bullet from the piston hole over the box and the folding screen. It went through the screen and then into the box. Miss Miney, you were hiding behind the folding screen waiting for your chance. Yes, for your chance to kill Dr. Gray.
Okay, all right. So what are you saying? I mean, mother...
Then, Mr. Phoenix, right? What about this picture? Are you saying that the person in this photo is Miss Edie Miney?
That is exactly what I'm saying! I fucking called it! Miss Edie Miney! You were hiding inside this clothing box all along! And you wore a medium's costume to masquerade as Maya Faye!
To masquerade as Maya Faye?
She had it planned from the very beginning. She would kill Dr. Gray and pin the blame on my client.
No. Stop. I can't stand to listen to any more of this foolishness. If that's the case, Mr. Phoenix, right? Then I have a proposition. This whole idea that the witness moved the clothing box to the crime scene, pretended to be the defendant, killed the victim, and then fled the scene of the crime. It's not possible for one person to do that all by herself.
Correct. It's not impossible. Possible. It really is impossible. For one person to do all the preparations, that is. Ow!
Need I remind you the foolish receive no mercy.
Wait. Miss Von Karma, you said it was not possible for one person, correct?
You can't be serious.
Miss Miney! You had an accomplice. The accomplice being Morgan.
This person?
If it wasn't someone from Terrain Village, you couldn't have gotten the costume. And if it wasn't someone from the Faye household, you wouldn't have that box to use.
Morgan Faye.
Isn't that the wonderful lady witness we had earlier?
What do you have to say to this, Miss Miney? You shot Dr. Gray with your own 2 hands! Do you deny it?
Ah!
I think this is what really happened. The murderer had planted herself at the scene of the crime long beforehand. Dressed in a medium's costume and wearing a wig, she pretended to be the defendant. And then the channeling started. The murderer crept silently towards the other two, both of whom had their eyes closed. First, she drugged Maya with a strong sleeping agent. Then, she stabbed Dr. Gray with a knife. Next, she hid my client inside the clothing box. She did that so she could take Maya's place and frame her for the crime. But that's when something unexpected happened.
Unexpected?
Yes. Dr. Gray was actually not yet dead! With the last of his strength, he fired a shot at his attacker. And that is why the hole in the folding screen was so low to the ground. The murderer then took the gun from Dr. Gray and...
After that, you and the other lady thought to break into the room?
Yes, a gunshot is certainly something you wouldn't expect to hear. Which is why, upon hearing the shots, we forced our way into the channeling chamber. Miss Miney, she immediately covered her own costume with blood. And pretended to be Maya Fey.
But that sort of deception would have been easy to see through.
Which is precisely why Miss Morgan Fey chased us out.
Please leave this area to me. Go quickly and inform the police. Hurry, before there are more victims here.
What is one supposed to say?
This is the real truth behind this murder.
Who is that? Laughing at a time like this?
Oh, you simple-minded fools. I'm sorry. Are you still by chance evolving?
What is it this time?
Miss Von Karma, surely.
Of course it was me. I'm the killer. Do you really think someone of uncommon blood would lose due to something this petty?
What in the world?
Mr. Phoenix Wright, your argument is flawed in one very crucial area.
And that is...
If this witness is the real murderer, why would she go through all this trouble?
Huh?
Working together with a medium, pretending to be one, putting on this whole act? What reason would she have to do such foolish things?
Well, that's...
Yeah, that's right. That's exactly what I was gonna say. Oh, and one other thing. Why would Miss Eeny Miny want to kill Dr. Gray? Where is her motive? Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to say too. Yeah, motive! I don't got a motive!
Motive? That's... I can't say she has no motive here. I have to think of a motive now. What is her reason for wanting Dr. Gray dead? The reason you wanted Dr. Gray dead is this. Okay, it's the accident. It's that simple.
Huh! Just as I thought. You bore me with your silly answers, Miss Phoenix, right? Are you messing with the cord?
I'm not.
The other cord. The headphone cord.
No.
There you go.
Oh my god.
Alright,
Hurricane Ian was really no joke.
it was no joke. Came all
That
the way over here.
just fucked our
Oh,
shit up. We're back.
Yeah, we're back from that too.
Just great. Now even she is calling me by my full name.
You think I did this to get revenge for my sister's death?
Yes. Because through that accident, you suffered a lot of hurt and pain yourself.
Don't be stupid. No one has proof that Dr. Gray drugged my sister, right? And you say I wanted to take revenge based on nothing?
What do you mean by that?
See now, stupid Gramps. I'm like, totally gonna explain. So, like, please listen, okay? It's been over half a year since I was discharged from the hospital. If I, like, wanted the revenge, then, like, I wouldn't have waited this long. And besides, like, the guy that thought of the spirit thing was, like, Dr. Gray. It was, like, a total coincidence he asked me about it, you know?
She's back to her airhead persona. However you see, ow!
Pathetic, Mr. Phoenix, right? You failed to support your own theory. The end.
I think we have our answer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What Miss Miney has stated is very true. The revenge plan is overly complicated and she has no motive in the first place. Furthermore, there is no reason for Miss Morgan Fay to cooperate with this plan. You don't even have any truly decisive pieces of evidence to demonstrate your point.
So many thoughts, Mr. Phoenix, right? You should really learn your place.
Yeah! What happened? I thought I had her for sure.
See? Like, it's just as I, like, told you. Hope you like your slice of humble pie.
Very well, I now conclude the cross-examination of Miss Eenie Miney.
As always,
Mhm.
every single time.
Yeah.
It's Pearl.
No. Well, technically,
Technically,
yes.
yes. So they see Mia,
Yes, they do.
and they don't find it odd at all.
They don't notice it. They don't put too much, because this is a game about the court system being full of fucking dumbasses that doesn't notice anything.
But they know that Mia was murdered. Her trial took place in this courtroom.
Yes, and they don't realize this.
And they don't realize it's
Because
Mia.
they don't look at like small details and stuff like that. We have to have Phoenix and the prosecutor tell them that.
Gotcha.
You know.
Okay.
But she is actually there. She actually looks like this. It's not like Phoenix's imagination.
Okay. Your Honor, please allow the defense one more minute.
All right.
Because you know, but Franziska already knows that that's Mia and like what she is and that she's being channeled right now. She knows that.
So channeling in this world is totally normal.
It's not normal. It's just a thing that happens. People with spiritual powers that live in like Korean religion, like yeah, obviously that works.
Gotcha.
You know, some people are like freaking surprised about it. Phoenix was surprised about it when he first saw Mia for the first time. You know, like that type of stuff.
Mm.
It's just like, you know.
You can't lose her. Have faith in yourself, Phoenix.
Who's who?
You can't lose here. Have faith in yourself, Phoenix. Mia! Yes, it does sound like a ridiculously messed up plan for a murder. But you know, regardless, that girl trained for this crime. Really? Listen, Phoenix. Everything happens for a reason. There is a reason for why she had to kill Dr. Gray. And it is also the reason she had no choice but to kill him in this fashion.
Time is up, Mr. Wright. Your final answer, please. If you want to say that you can prove Miss Miney had a motive, then why did she kill the victim in this way? Can you provide the reason?
Can I really do this? Yes, I can. I'm not totally confident here, but I know that I must press on no matter what.
Yep.
That's right, Phoenix. Only you can do this now. I will show and substantiate the fact that Miss Miney had a motive.
Too bad. You're too late. My cross-examination has already ended after all. Ah! Interesting. I'll let you have your chance, Mr. Phoenix, right? What? You're supposed to be on my side! Die! Advan Karma only cares about the perfect win. As long as you have the will to fight, I will knock you down, Mr. Phoenix, right? And I don't care if you are my witness. So help me, I will throw you out of my way. No way.
Very well. The court will now take a 5-minute recess. We will continue the cross-examination after we reconvene.
Hey! Wait a second here! You just wanted to take a couple more seconds on that, declaring a recess, you know? It's really true about my aunt.
I'm afraid so, Maya. There's no way Eni could have killed Dr. Gray by herself. And under the circumstances, there's no one else other than your aunt, Morgan.
It's terrible. Why? Why would my aunt... everything is just going as just as I predicted, Mr. Phoenix, right? Okay, good. Ah, Miss Von Karma, why are you doing this? Why are you trying to take revenge on Nick? Nick had nothing to do with what happened to your dad. Don't you have something better to be worrying about? Say, your own situation. Looking down on me even though we're the same age.
Are you done yet? You've caused me enough pain and suffering.
Not yet. My goal is to defeat you and let the whole world know of your defeat.
Even if you do that, it won't bring your father back.
Whatever. In the meantime, let's bring this match to its conclusion, and they will know who the real winner is. Oh, that's like...
June 22-12-10.
That's the numbers of the date.
Well, so now we can meet Mr. Wade.
Yes, Your Honor.
Can you prove Miss Eenie Meenie had a motive?
Yes, I believe I can. Eenie Meenie and Dr. Gray have only one point of connection. And that is the car accident 1 year ago. The motive I'm looking for must be here. Miss Meenie, please testify to this court about your car accident last year.
Huh? I thought, like, you wanted to, like, ask about my, like, motive. I, like, don't see the point in, like, bringing up the past.
Miss Meenie, if you please.
Okay, like, totally don't think it'll do any good, but... That was, like, last year in May. Like, something really bad had happened, like, at my sister's clinic around then. And, like, the night of the accident, my sister was totally tired when she was driving. I was, like, totally pooped out, too. So, like, I fell asleep in the passenger seat. I, like, woke up because of a jolt, and, like, there was a sea of flames around me. I, like, opened the door and, like, got away.
I think I've heard of this incident.
It was all the talk on the tabloid shows day after day last year.
Yes, and there was talk about Dr. Gray drugging your sister. No!
Just when merely rumors. Totally baseless gossip.
Yes. Mr. Wright, you may question the witness.
Right now, it's impossible to prove that Dr. Gray did in fact drug Miss Meinie's sister. Yeah, which means I'll have to work this from another angle.
That was like last year in May.
Whoa! Did some sort of medical malpractice happen at your sister's hospital then?
Yeah, like, that was in May too. Like, the thing with all the patients dying was, like, May 2nd. And, like, our accident was, like, on the 24th.
2 accidents back to back? Do you assume it's just a Coincidence?
My sis was like totally tired, so that's why. Duh. Like something really bad had happened at like my sister's clinic around there.
That was the malpractice incident where 14 patients died, correct?
Yeah.
What was the cause of the mistake?
Like, I heard it was cause the medicines like got mixed up.
What was that the fault of your sister, Mimi Miney?
Like, no way. Dr. Gray like wanted to blame it on my sis. That incident has nothing to do with that murder here. Besides, the police report has already documented that it was entirely Mimi's fault.
Which means as far as the real facts are concerned, Mimi Miney is the one who made the mistake.
But like, it really wasn't my sis. Sort of like wrong comma was in that delivery. And like, at the night of the accident, my sis was totally tired while she was driving.
She was totally tired? You mean exhausted?
Like, she had to talk to the police and like was being investigated like every day. It was like a totally terrible situation.
It's no wonder then that the car accident happened, huh? Press harder. So then, why didn't you ask to switch places?
Huh? Like, what are you talking about?
I meant switch drivers. If your sister was so tired, then you should have switched with her.
True.
But like, I don't like have a driver's license. This is news to me. It's not the way that you didn't have your license, Miss Miney.
I totally fucking called this. Miss Miney, please amend your testimony.
Like, okay, anyway. I was like totally pooped out, so I like fell asleep on the passenger seat. Okay. Woke up, I didn't have my license, so like I couldn't take over driving for her.
Hold it!
Well,
Give me the fucking license. The fucking license. I am the king. I am him. Miss Miney, that was a lame lie just now.
like, what do you mean?
I know you had a license back then. This is a photo you took for the express purpose of getting a driver's license.
What is the meaning of this, Miss Miney?
That's right. Yeah, I had like a license, but I didn't get it until after the accident.
No, you had it. You had it at the time of the accident. Director Hottie, or the guy pretending to be him anyway, said so.
What are you talking about? That perverted fake clinic director?
Yes, that perverted, fake, clinical director. Ow,
No one cares. Witness, when did you receive your driver's license? Like, last November.
what? November.
The accident happened last May. At a half-year lapse in time, Mr. Phoenix, right?
What in the?
That's what happened, Mr. Wright. At the time of the accident, Miss Miney did not have a driver's license.
Ow!
Cry and VIP, and my VIP will accommodate.
Anyway, without a license, a witness and her sister could not have switched drivers.
I'm like glad you get it, but I like don't think my sis would have like let me drive.
Meow. Don't just stand there assuming to yourself. Not you too, Mia. With the whip and the pain and the ow. Miss Miney, why do you think you would have not been allowed to drive anyway?
Huh? That's because
I think the situation calls for a more detailed testimony, Miss Miney, if you please.
like how annoying. Oops. Like, sorry. Didn't mean to be mean. Like, around that time, I was like really close to getting my license. My sister was like this totally big fan of cars and like really valued them. She like, I just got in this really shiny, bright red sports car. She like would say things like, "No way am I letting a noob drive my car." So like, that's why I ended up in the passenger seat that night too.
I see. A bright red car for sports? Ooh! Now then, the defense may question the witness.
I'm not terribly knowledgeable about cars, but...
Like around that time, I was like really close to getting my license.
So what do you mean by really close?
Like, I had one of those permit things. I think that's what they're called.
Permit?
Wow, the big name lawyer boy doesn't even know what a driver's permit is?
Well, this lawyer never had a permit. Ow!
Ignorance is to be vipped.
What is with her? All she said in the last few minutes is utter nonsense.
So like, may I continue? My sister was like this totally big fan of cars and like really valued them.
She valued cars? How much would you say she valued her car?
Well, like, she flipped out at like a drop of lane, and like, she would notice if someone like touched the car door with dirty hands.
In that case, why bother taking the car out of the garage ever? Press harder. Why did you take such special care of her car?
How can you say that? It was a brand spanking new car.
New car.
Like, you wouldn't want to, like, get it dirty, would you, Mr. Lawyer?
I would think that cars getting dirty is just another fact of life, but I guess people who really love cars think otherwise. Phoenix, try asking something of more significance, all right?
Well, Miss Miney, what kind of car was it?
Do you like how they got in this really shiny, bright red sports car?
It was a new car?
Yeah. She had, like, just got in it. It was, like, from the UK.
The UK? Were those her boyfriend's initials?
It was a really special model. She waited a whole year for it to arrive.
I guess her love of cars would be the obvious next topic. Press harder! I really don't know anything about cars, but I had a feeling this was bound to come up. Your Honor,
Yes?
please have the witness append what she just said to her testimony.
You mean the part about to be the special import car?
Yes,
Well, if you like cars that much then...
that's not my point. Though to be honest, I don't know what the point is either.
Miss Miney, would you please fix your testimony?
Sure, whatever. My sister's new car was like a totally special model from England.
I yelled, "Hold it!" pretty forcefully, but I don't actually know what to ask about cars. What is going on? Ask for the heck of it. So, yes. What am I supposed to pick for a topic? Let's start with this. Why are British cars good? What is fucking happening?
Why is this important? Just think about why this is important.
Why it's important?
Yeah, there's a reason why they write this stuff in the game. Like, huh?
They're expensive, and their driver's seat is opposite to our cars here in the States. It would seem there is no benefit to owning one.
Like, huh?
This whole steering wheel on the right side thing, it's kind of goofy, isn't it?
What do you know? That sleek shape, the engine, the way it starts, the smooth engine, the feeling virtual transmission, and a cool combination of the AC?
Forgive me? Her personality really changes at the drop of a hat. It's interesting, isn't it, Phoenix? Bit by bit, we're beginning to see the real contradiction behind this case.
She like to say things like, no way am I letting a noob drive my car.
Was your sister good at driving?
She was like totally awesome. She like said she was going to be the like racing queen of the racing world and nursing world.
Somehow I think she bumped my question off track again.
So like that's why I ended up in the passenger seat that night too.
And that was when the accident occurred, correct?
Like, yeah. I like immediately reached for the passenger side door and fled. Like in a daze.
Sounds like you had a terrifying time.
There's something very big here. It's going to be hard to break apart such a natural sounding testimony. But we have to attack it. By doing so, a flaw will show itself. It has to. Do you really think so? Believe. There's a path. I know it. Mia almost sounded like a prophet for a second there.
Hey, what do you want me to do?
Okay.
I'll go through the evidence.
Yeah.
1 year ago on May 2nd, 14 patients died from malpractice at Gray Surgical Clinic. Article about the car accident. Late last night, 2 women's car crashed into a highway-centered divide. One of the women was not able to escape the flaming wreckage and died at the site. Ongoing investigation has revealed that the driver had fallen asleep at the wheel. Eeny Miny Holt's interview about the crash. I was like totally tired and dropped off to sleep. Then there was this crash, and like I woke up in this huge sea of flames. I was still half asleep, but I opened the right door and like got out. I don't remember anything else. If missing Eeny Miny was to be believed, the one driving the car was her sister Mimi Miny. Mimi Miny was a nurse that killed 14 people.
Yeah, open the right door. The driver's side would be the right side since it's an imported car. Mimi would be the one driving. If Eenie's the one who opened the right side, that means Eenie's Mimi! Eenie, Mimi, Miny, Mo, catch a tiger by its toe, let's go!
Miss Miney.
Oh shit.
You actual toddler, why'd you click something?
I didn't click anything. I bumped this.
Well, yeah, that's clicking.
Bump, click?
Yep.
Bump, click, bump, click. Okay.
Do you remember this article? Do ya? It's an article about the accident. You had said this in it. But I opened the right door and, like, got out. That's correct, isn't it?
Like, why are you suddenly asking me about that?
Your Honor. Which side is the passenger seat? The left or the right?
Well, it's on the right side, of course, because the driver's on the left side.
That would be if it were an American car. But it would be the opposite in a British car.
Opposite.
The two of them were riding in a
Hiding?
British car. In that case, the passenger side would be the left side.
What do you mean by this?
Miss Miney, you said that you had escaped using the right side of the car. But if you were sitting there, then that means you were in the driver's seat! Order in the corner! Order!
Mr. Phoenix made his blabbering nonsense again! And he said that the person who was driving was her older sister, Mimi Mighty!
That is what Eenie said, yes, but that is where her story falls apart! Somewhere, all of us made a big error in our assumptions. Phoenix, it looks like you finally found the real root of this murder. If we connect all the dots, there can only be one answer. I'd like to ask the court a question. Eenie or Mimi? Who was really driving that night? The answer is Mimi fucking Miney. The answer is the one person who had her driver's license, Mimi Miney. After all, that makes her the only person who could legally drive.
You just said the witness, Miss Eeny Miny, was the one in the driver's seat.
Which leads us to the next question.
Next.
The next question.
He said one word.
Who is the person standing at the witness stand right now?
What sort of idiotic views is this, Mr. Phoenix Wright? This witness's name. Witness's name is.
I'll tell you what her name really is. This witness's real name is...
Is in the next episode.
What? No!
Yep, we'll stop it right there.
There's that much more to do?
Yep,
Fuck!
we'll stop it right there.
I fucking called it, dude.
Mm,
I fucking called it, bro.
you did.
I'm too good.
Too good.
I'm too good. I think I've called almost every case.
Yep.
I'm too good.
Well, you didn't call Turnabout Semi, but you did call. You didn't call Turnabout Goodbyes.
I'm just kidding. I do not.
You did not call.
But I have.
But you did. But you have made some smart decisions. Until next time, we're gonna tell you who the witness's real name is.
Mimi, Miney.
I love you.
You bet.
Oh! Whoa! Whoa! All right.